Hey guys, as always, more great questions this week. And two really big ones that I want to touch on. And the first one is one that I get as a physical therapist. I get this all the time, and it's what is the best exercise program? And the question really isn't what is the best exercise program, it's what is the best exercise program for you? That's what really matters. I'm a firm believer that everybody should walk or do some form of locomotion on a daily basis. Just a nice, steady, sustained movement. Not necessarily at a high rate, just at a low, just nice, easy, keeping the body moving, keeping the body pumping, flowing, just getting the juices flowing almost. Other than that, it's going to really depend. Like, what are your movement and mobility restrictions? That's why we're so big on movement. You have to have full movement in all different planes. If you don't have that, you have to address that as part of, again, your ideal exercise program, the one that is best for you. Then comes into play so many other different factors. Are we talking about just general health and longevity? Are we talking about performance at a specific sport? Are we talking about a specific job that you have to do, a specific, whatever it is? That's really all going to play in. I always like to take this from just a specific health and longevity standpoint. And that's where I said everybody should walk. And I think that's no matter what. Just that general locomotion, gait, always going to be a good thing. Now, beyond that, what else do you want to do? Well, I think a good mobility, stretching of some sort to make sure that you're getting all of the movements in that you need. Well, not necessarily movements, but full motion that you need. Having of the shoulder, the neck, of the whole spine, the hips, the knees, ankles, all of the above is absolutely critical. From there, okay, everybody should have a basic understanding of body weight exercises, and this should be incorporated in most programs, I believe. The other thing is heavy strength, heavy resistance training. Gotta go heavy. Remember, as we age, we lose muscle mass every single year. As we're losing muscle mass, we're losing strength. It means we're more susceptible to any type of injuries, falls, anything as we age. Not something we want. We want to be carrying that muscle mass. It doesn't have to be like walking around like a bodybuilder, all jacked up. No, but we want a sufficient amount of muscle mass, and we want sufficient strength just to be able to really, hey, lift our body, but lift other things as well. This shouldn't go away over time. It may decrease a little bit, but we want to still keep it at a pretty high functioning level. Beyond that, I'm also a fan of doing occasional interval training, maybe really once a week, but it's going at a high intensity state for anywhere from 20 seconds to 90 seconds or so, and then resting at a 1 to a 3 to work rest ratio. So meaning if you go for 20 seconds on, you might take 20 seconds off, or you might take even up to a minute off. And if you go a minute on all out, you might take up to 3 minutes off, but it's continuing that cycle. But you might only take a minute again. So a 1 work to 3 rest ratio is ideal. But going for anywhere from about, again, 10 to 30 minutes with that, like once a week, these are just general guidelines. But again, there are no specifics. It's, hey, are you able to do those? What would you be able to do for your strength training? Have you properly periodized it? Do you have somebody coaching you on that? And that's why we give you the resources, because we're giving you, again, that general exercise movement plan, which is great to keep the body in order, but you might want to take it above that. You want to take it in certain directions. And we're going to come out with programs like that for you. But here, all about building the base. If you don't have the base, again, base pyramid can only be as tall as its base. So we got to build that so that we can build a taller pyramid, really stay strong, healthy, vital throughout life. Now, the other question is, isn't squatting bad for my knees? And to quote one of my favorite strength gurus, authors, if you will, Dan John, who said, squatting isn't bad for your knees, but the way you squat is bad for your knees. Meaning, if you're coming back and your squat just looks like absolute garbage and you're falling all over the place, well then yeah, squatting is going to be absolutely terrible for your knees. But if you're there, if you're strong, if you're able to hit rock bottom, keep those knees out, toes are pointing straight ahead, chest is upright, you're strong, vital in that position, hey, you're good to go. It's not going to be a problem. No, I mean, if you've already worn out your menisci, like grinding holes through that, if you've torn ligaments, if you're just having all these hip, ankle restrictions, spinal restrictions that aren't allowing you to do that, yeah, you're gonna have problems squatting, but that's why it's building into that. That's why it's doing the Mobility Mondays that we send out so you can get those movements back. So again, squatting is not inherently bad for your knees, but the way that you squat may be bad for your knees. So, hey, take a video of it. See it from the front, see it from the side, see it from the back, both sides. Check it out. If you need to, hey, go see a physical therapist. Hey, that's what we do on a daily basis. Travis and I are always analyzing people's squats among other movements. But that's going to be a great way to say, hey, you know what? I may not be in pain right now, or it may bother me a little bit, but what's going to happen down the road when I can't even get up off the toilet, when I can't get up off the couch, when I can't get out of bed? Because you need to squat to be able to do those things. So get it taken care of now. Make sure that you're strong enough to not only squat your body weight 30, 50, 100 times, but that you can also put a load on and squat that as well. Because remember, we want to keep that strength going as we age. So great questions again this week. Please keep them coming. We're loving it, guys. Keep up the good work.